Okay, I wanted to talk for just a second about redox reactions for those of you who might have taken chemistry and who are side-eyeing my lectures when I'm talking about hydrogen. Anyway, we're going to talk in this lecture about redox reactions, or reduction / oxidation. So basically, in one of these reactions, an electron is transferred from one species, as it's called, to another. A great example of this is like when you take your glucose molecule and you convert it into 2-pyruvate, and NADH. And I'll explain what I mean here. So what's happening here is this NAD is coming in, and it is taking one of these hydrogens and becoming NADH. So in this particular reaction, hydrogen counts as our electron. Like I said earlier, in a redox reaction, it's a reduction oxidation, and an electron is getting passed between one species and another. You get two. And so hopefully, as you can see here, we have 12 hydrogens on this side, and we only have 8 on this side, because we have 4 here, but we have 2 of these pyruvate. And so basically, hydrogens have gone somewhere, and the place that they have gone in, for at least a couple of them, is onto this NAD, forming this NADH. In chemistry, in a redox reaction, I think the most helpful way I've always found of remembering it is oil rig, which stands for oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. So when you're talking about this in chemistry, you're referring to the loss of an electron. So anytime something loses an electron, it is oxidized. Anytime something is gaining an electron, it is reduced. I don't live in chemistry land, I live in biology land, and so sort of the same rules apply, but when you take an NAD and you turn it into an NADH, we are thinking of this H as being an electron. So what happened to this NAD? Rewind it a couple seconds if you need to. Remember, oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. So this NAD is actually getting reduced. Even though it's not gaining an electron, it's gaining a hydrogen, this NAD is getting reduced. You're going to see later on in the lecture that this NAD is actually going to drop off this electron at the electron transport chain. This NAD goes, it drops its electron off at the electron transport chain. In fact, a lot of these NADs and FADHs are dropping their electrons off at the electron transport chain, building up all this negative charge. And when they do, what is happening to them? Are they becoming oxidized or are they becoming reduced? They are getting oxidized, right? Oxidation is lost. This is losing an electron. And this is a plus, not an H, by the way. This is a plus. So oxidation is loss, reduction is gain, and in biology, we refer to hydrogens generally as being these electrons.